Hello, what's on your move, Madman, and I'm back. And today is Wednesday, which is going to be extremely exciting for everyone. We're continuing with our Marvel Cinematic Universe today. So we're on movie number 2, which is The Incredible Hulk. We're going to talk about this. Obviously, there's a lot to talk about with this film actually, so if you could just... Alright, so where do we start, eh? Not the most popular Marvel film that's ever been released, so much to the point that it only actually went on to Disney Plus, I think, a couple of weeks ago, which is probably going to be about a month ago by the time this video is actually out, but it's only recently gone on to Disney Plus. I'm not quite sure why, probably something to do with the contracts, because this is owned by Universal, whereas, you know, the others are owned by Disney. It's all to do with all the contract stuff. I don't really get it, but don't feel like you have to explain it to me. It's okay. Alright, so before we start digging into the bollocks about this movie, let's talk about the good parts, shall we? Yeah, so it's a good 4K picture. So there's a seller for you. It looks good in 4K. So if you're looking for a good looking 4K film, you've got a good looking 4K film here. It's not too grainy, it's not non-grainy, it's not like it was rendered by Arrow Video, put it that way. If I do this, you can see the back cover as well. Look at that, one of the most boring back covers you've ever seen. One little picture at the top in the corner there. Inside though, you got a 4K disc, and you got a Blu-ray as well. So that's nice, isn't it? I might have done that a little bit backwards, but don't matter, does it? You know it looks good. You know it sounds good. The CGI isn't amazing, but you know it's about a man that turns into a big green giant monster. So like, you have to expect it to look a little bit shocking when it comes to things like that. You just have to, okay? Stop like being like, oh, this could look better. Like, alright then, make it yourself. So this is the film, I think, where my opinion of Edward Norton started to drop. There's a big reason why Edward Norton only plays the Hulk in this movie, and then Mark Ruffalo plays the Hulk in the rest of the other Marvel films. I'm pretty sure the people that made this movie were face palming for most of the time, just because Edward Norton is a bit of a bell end. I'll say a bit of a bell end. He's a massive bell end. He wants to take over the film and basically direct it himself and produce it himself and do everything his way, and don't do it this way, you do it my way, or you don't have me. So Marvel were just like, alright, we won't have you then, bye. Gutted. That's what you get for being a bell end. Yeah, which is funny because he was playing the Hulk who can't control his anger, and then Edward Norton just gets really angry when people don't do things that he wants. It's a bit rude, to be fair. Very rude. Yeah, you got decent sound on this, if that helps. Your ears are going to be like, I'm happy with this. This is good for my ears. Lots of nice exploding sounds there. Lots of roaring, because like monsters like to roar, don't they? Don't know what that was. It's not too much of a struggle trying to stretch this video out, is it? I don't know, it is a little bit. Yeah, so it turns out there's not really that much you can say about The Incredible Hulk. I mean, if you know the story, I don't really need to explain the story to you. You know, he drinks something, and then every time he gets angry, he turns into this big green thing that runs around the town like Godzilla, throwing shit everywhere. Well, not shit, like cars and breaking buildings and stuff like that, not actual. He's not a monkey, is he? No, he's a big green monster. Because monkeys throw shit, don't they? Apparently, I don't know, I've never met a monkey or had shit thrown at me either. So not quite sure what is going to happen with this Marvel thing that I'm doing at the moment. I am very aware that there's a big bunch of Marvel Blu-rays that I've already talked about and reviewed and stuff like that, so the chances are I will probably skip those ones when I get to them. Maybe there might get to a point where I start doing a couple per video, as I'm starting to see that it's actually really difficult to talk about one film for like 10-15 minutes, because, you know, like, what a film that everyone's already seen, you know, it's not easy, is it? Like, oh, you've seen this. That's why I find it a lot easier talking about films that you haven't seen, because then I don't have to worry about getting stuff wrong and you guys all correcting me. That's going to be it for today, I think. Is that alright? Yeah? Good. If you could like this video and subscribe to the channel, and I'm going to fuck off. Okay? Goodbye.